So we're gonna talk about the Boss Katana Mini and the Fender Champion 20. We're gonna do a review and demo, and we're gonna answer this question: which one is worth your money? Hey, I'm Derek at 5 Minute Music, and I have years of experience playing the electric guitar and helping students learn how to play and use their amps, and I've done some live sound and some recording work in the studio, and I am excited to answer this question for you. So the first thing you might be wondering is, hey, aren't these amps two different prices? And isn't this about $100 and this about $140? Well, that's true. On Amazon, by the way, that's for mid-December 2021. This is listed for $99.99, and this is for $139.99. But by the time you add taxes, the shipping's free, but you add taxes, this is gonna be around $111, and this is gonna be about $154. Okay, you still might say they're different price ranges, but here's the deal. This amp is battery powered, okay? So what happens when the batteries run out? And they will run out. It takes 6 batteries. So if you're having to replace batteries once or twice a week, depending on how much you play, that's gonna add up quickly. You, in just a matter of a few short months, could end up spending almost this much for this little amp. Okay, so here's a way to solve that problem. You can buy a generic power supply for about 10 or 11 bucks that goes with it. That pushes it up to around $125. Or you could do what I would recommend, and if you're gonna buy a power supply, either buy the Roland power supply that's recommended with it. It's a cleaner sound, or 2 sets of rechargeable batteries. So 12 rechargeable batteries and a charger. Why 12? You have 6 in here, you're playing. When they run out, you take your other set, put them in, and then you charge these 6, so you're always charging and you're never running out of playing time. I think that's a great option. But here's the catch. If you do the Roland power supply or the rechargeable batteries, the 2 sets of rechargeable batteries and the charger, that's gonna push you up to near 150 bucks. So really, by the time you solve the power supply, you could be looking at 2 amps in the exact same price range. And full disclosure, I don't have any deals with either one of these companies. I'm not getting paid anything. I bought these amps off of Amazon with my own money. So that brings us to the second point. So how do we choose between them? Well, what are the distinguishing factors? Well, we've already talked about one. This is portable. This is battery powered, and it is a whole lot smaller. So if portability is your main requirement, like something you can throw in your backpack and take over to a friend's apartment, and you don't have to worry about finding a plug anywhere, you can just sit, plug it in on the couch and go, this amp clearly wins. But if portability is not your main function, you're gonna get some other things with this. So let's talk about this. Okay, this is a 7-watt amp with a 4-inch speaker. This is a 20-watt amp with an 8-inch speaker. This overall has a bigger sound. You're also gonna get more loudness. This clean sound is great on this little amp, but it doesn't get that loud. So again, portability, this is the answer. But if you need anything that can play louder, let's say you're playing with some friends, or you wanna play small venues, you're probably gonna look at this. Now, a couple other distinguishing features. This amp has a 3-band EQ, bass, middle, and treble. This only has bass and treble. I love having a 3-band EQ. I love to scoop the mids for more modern sound on heavier sounds, and it just gives you more versatility to dial in sounds. So I think the EQ is better on this amp. It's more versatile, but this amp has more options for sounds. The clean sounds get louder, and you have a couple of different clean sounds, as well as you have more of a crunch British sound, and you get into the metal. And this has one effect, okay? This has delay, whereas this has about 12 different effects, ranging from it has delay, has tremolo, has 3 different kinds of reverbs. So if you need versatility and more loudness, this is the way to go. But if you don't care about that, you're just looking for portability, able to jam in small spaces, just to be creative and just something easy that sounds great, this is a good way to go. So now that brings us to the third thing. So we've talked about price, we've talked about distinguishing features, but really it all comes down to how do they sound? Because it doesn't matter if something's cheap and it sounds horrible, who cares? If something's expensive and sounds horrible, well, that's a true shame. But the good thing about these 2 amps is they both sound great, but they both have some different styles of sounds. Well, let's get into the demoing of these. So how do these amps sound? I wanna start with the Boss Katana Mini, and I wanna demo starting off with the clean tone. Now, I'm not gonna do a settings video. I have other videos where I dive into the settings. I'm just gonna let you hear this. So this is on the clean channel. Check this out. So I think it's a great, clean tone. but that's about as loud as the clean tone can go. So again, if you're wanting a clean tone but a lot louder, you might need to go with the Fender Champion 20 or another amp. But this also has a good crunch tone, so I'm just gonna flip this switch right up here to the crunch. Check this out. That's fun. Now for all of these, I've been keeping my volume and tone knobs on 10, and it's been on the bridge pickup, which is a single coil. So how does this amp do on high gain? Well, all I need to do is flip this switch up there. I'm gonna leave the gain on the same setting and the volume all the way up. So here's the highest gain setting. So a really good high gain tone. And now remember, on each one of these channels, I can adjust the volume and the gain. And with this 3-band EQ, I can scoop the mids for more modern metal tone if I want, or I can boost it and do all sorts of great things to affect the tone. Real quick, I wanted to give you a chance to sign up for my newsletter, because when you sign up for my newsletter, you get access to amazing premium videos that are not public on YouTube yet. So if you'll go down in the description section below, sign up, it's free, and go ahead and unlock free premium content about the Boss Katana Mini, the Fender Champion 20, and a whole host of other amps. It's down in the description section below. All right, let's keep going. Now, let's talk about the effects on this amp. So this amp has two controls, the time control, which affects how fast the delay works, and the level. Check this out, I'm gonna turn the level all the way up, and here's the time on about the middle. So it's a really great delay. Now there's no other effects, but it has that sweet delay on there. So I think it's a really great amp overall. So if you like this amp, you like what you hear, I've created the Boss Katana Mini tone course. So if you have this amp, you can learn in under 30 minutes how to use every aspect of this amp to create great tones, from clean to classic rock to heavy metal. So I'll put a link at the end of this video. Now let's demo the Fender Champion 20. With the Fender Champion 20, you're getting a broader range of tones. You have two different kinds of cleans, from Tweed style amps to black plate amps to more of a British tone and higher gain metal amps. So you have a wider variety of cleans and higher gain tones. And also too, you have a ton of effects. You have delay on this amp as well. And you have reverb. You have things like chorus, flange, wah, auto wah, vibrato, tremolo. So it's a wide range. Let me let you hear some of this. Here's a clean tone. So here's one of the Tweed style amps, really clean. I've got the gain on about 3 and the volume on 5. So here it goes. So really nice and clean, and that volume's about halfway. It can get really loud and stay clean, something that the Boss Katana Mini can't do. Now let's check out this crunch tone. This is on one of the British amps. By the way, I've also created the Fender Champion 20 tone course. If you want to go deep into this amp and learn all the aspects of this amp, learn some settings to come away with some great presets, check out that course. I'll put a link at the end of this video. Now let's try a higher gain tone. So we put on one of the metal tones. Check this out. And let's not forget about the effects. I'm gonna go through and demo real quick. I'm gonna put the effects level on 5, halfway up. Check this out, I'm gonna go through them. Nice, huh? So a wide range of effects, which come in handy if you don't have pedals and you want to experiment with those while doing songwriting or playing with friends. So by the way, if you find this video useful and informative, please share it with other guitar friends if they're wondering which amp would be best for them. So in conclusion, I think if you need something portable and you don't need a lot of volume, the Boss Katana Mini is great, but if you're looking for something to produce a little more volume and to have some more effects, I highly recommend the Fender Champion 20. I think both amps are great, but I think this one offers a little more versatility. I think these are two great amps. If you're interested in buying either one, down in the description section below where it says buy now, you can click on either one. I am an Amazon affiliate and at no extra charge to you. If you want to buy it there, I get a small commission. It's just one way I support this channel and I would greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions, down in the comment section below where it says question of the day, let me know if you have any questions about either one of these amps. Now, if you want to check out that Boss Katana Mini tone course and learn how to use that amp to get great tones out of it fast, just click right there. Same thing for the Fender Champion 20 tone course. If you want to learn all about this amp and how to get sounds out of it, click right there. And as always, click right there, subscribe, and hit the bell, because when you hit the bell, you get notifications when I release more content like this. As always, God bless. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.